Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand.
So though we are in danger, we never despair, 'cause we know that where there's danger, he is there.
He is there on the land, on the sea, in the air. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way.
So we've only got £500 to go on our GoFundMe. Come on, help us. We've literally got a couple of weeks now to book our flights. So what can you do to help us out today? Here's a few little things that you could do. Check out the perks over on the webpage. It's gofundme.com/HumbleNYC. You could also retweet and share the GoFundMe page to people literally on Twitter and Facebook. That would be huge, just to be able to get the message out there. And then finally, you can add your Twitter, Facebook and Tumblr to this for free, so there's no money involved. Just use your status updates on Twitter, Facebook and Tumblr. In about 2 weeks time, we're going to do a final one on a one-day push on Blab, and also all at the same time we're trying to get 250 people to sign up using their Twitter, Facebook and Tumblr account. Go to smarturl.it/humbleclap. Add your social accounts there. Thanks, guys. We're really close. We can make this. Come on, last £500.
Elevenish.
Good morning. How is everybody? My upstream is pretty damn slow today. I'm sorry about that. Lots to tell you about today, as per usual. Oh my god, so much drama in my life right now. It's unbelievable. I'm having to fill in a bunch of forms, and if you know me at all, any partly a little bit, you know, I just can't stand forms and system and stuff. So like, it just gets overwhelming that we have all this new technology and apps, and we still have like clunky forms and process, and I just don't like it. So at this time of the year, with everything that's happening with the fundraising and everything, it's not cool. So like, my credit union has changed. It's now not doing certain current accounts with cards. They've changed to another thing called the Engage, which now I've got to switch to local. So I'm going to go somewhere local and get all that set up. So I'm going to do that on Friday, which affects like me getting paid for my temp job. Then I've had to reapply for a driving license and various other stuff to get all that changed, all the details on that, for the CRB check, which the CRB check basically is what I need to get done before I can send off the documentation and yada yada yada. So like, yeah, it's a very stressful time in terms of, one, getting paid, two, making sure things get booked and get sent out and done. And I'm just a little bit stressed out about all that at the moment. It's kind of like too much, because I'm also having to do my Udemy courses, and I need to get like 3/4 of that finished today to allow me to finish it off tomorrow, to then let me post it on Friday, and then sort out all this credit union stuff on Friday afternoon. So it's just a cluster of like stress in terms of like lots of things coming at once. But I'm dealing with it. I'm running with it. I mean, there's nothing else I can really do. Is just like adapt and change as and when these things happen. And it brings up a very important point for me about access, about digital access in terms of connectivity, getting online to be able to do this stuff. I don't necessarily run a phone because I can't really afford another bill to maintain a phone number, so I'm pretty much disconnected when it comes to that. And so I really rely on data and internet and Twitter and things like that. If I don't have like a SIM card or data that works, it's a real problem for me. So it's been a bit of a battle trying to organise things and getting things in the right place. I'm kind of thinking of selling all kinds of stuff now just to get things out there and done. I've also got this thing to sell still, you know, this Instacube thing. If anybody wants to donate a certain amount for that, I'll take like, I don't know what, 50, 60 bucks, 60 bucks for it if somebody wants it. It's brand new in a box. The Instacube, watch all your Instagram pictures and videos. I'll tell you straight out of the box, the screen is not an IPS screen. Don't expect super quality like graphics from it. I was quite disappointed that they hadn't put a decent screen in it, but it's acceptable. It's good if it's on the side and you're looking at it. I've got one just behind me that I don't link up because it uses too much data in terms of grabbing pictures via the internet. So I've kind of left it off until I'm in a studio somewhere where it's got suitable gigabit connectivity, or connectivity, not gigabit, it doesn't need gigabit, it doesn't use that much data, but like something that I can reliably leave it on and know that it's not, you know, caning my usage on my account or anything. Right, yeah, so busy on my Udemy courses. Last night I've been breaking down all of the paid courses into different sections and adding bits of text in that I want to talk about. I've been updating all my documents for this CRB check, which actually is a really good thing. I think once I've got it, I can do a lot more volunteer work. I'll have the certificate, so I'll be able to approach other charities once I've rolled out some of my strategies with this current client. And yeah, no, so I feel positive about that part of it. I'm a little bit stressed out about having all the content done in the next 3 weeks for 2 projects. One is the Holiday Park and Resorts, which is the I'm going there as kind of the social media marketing director, giving out free vouchers for Udemy courses to help with caravan and camping sites doing their social media. So I've got all the lectures, I just need to record it. It's going to probably be a paid course, but I'll give like vouchers out with a discount code, which makes it completely free. And I'm just going to literally walk around the whole venue and give them out to people. And hopefully they'll see Udemy, they'll like Udemy, they might do their own courses, might ask me to help them with their courses, or they might look at the content and go, yeah, this is cool, like what else has he got, and has a snowball effect from that. So there's that. Then after that, I need to work on the homeless and digital nomadic course, which again is going to be a kind of free paid course with me giving out free vouchers, volunteer vouchers across New York City over the course of the week for people who are homeless or going to soup kitchens or have access to public Wi-Fi but don't necessarily know what to do when they get on it. And I think going through a course on Udemy and learning some new stuff, write some notes down, seeing how they can go off and then make their own Twitter account or Pinterest account, and linking it all together to help them put a voice on what they're doing, a lens on what they're doing. Similar to a project that I saw an agency do in New York where they picked 4 homeless people, gave them a Twitter account, a mobile phone. It wasn't a top-end mobile phone, it was just a, you know, smart enough phone. And I think they did all their tweeting via text messages, actually. So I think they just given them an unlimited data plan that had unlimited text, not data, maybe. And I think they were just updating where they were going. I don't even know if there was pictures involved. I need to dig that project out and link that up into our little group. Yesterday, I put buffer for Teams on. I had to change my details from me@me.dm because I sold that domain name to Twitter a long time ago, and the email address had to be changed. And when I changed the email address, then that got rid of my 30-day trial package, which was another little bit of a stressor. So yeah, it's been crazy the last few days. Hey Aspen, how you doing? There's a few people dropping in on the side. I normally just record this for 20 minutes, and then this goes as a recorded show, and then I put this onto YouTube later on. So I don't really have a dialogue, I just use this to record. So I'm crushing November so far. I'm literally, what we're in, 4 days, and I think within the next 7 days we're going to book flights, we're going to book the Airbnb. We've looked at 4 Airbnbs now. We've kind of removed 2 of them. There's 2 sort of in the running. One of them is a major one in the running because it's super close to the rail system that we need to get into New York every day. Also, getting back and forth would be easier with this one compared to the other one, I think. And it just works out better. So that's kind of stressing me out a little bit because I know that's coming. I know that's coming up really fast. I mean, it's only the 4th, but like 2 or 3 weeks will pass by and then we're literally packing to go and get things done. So tender hooks on that at the moment, really tender hooks on that. Also had a few problems with adding my actual PayPal card to my PayPal account. Turns out that the PayPal card is run by another company, and I've been having issues trying to get like the QR code thing set up. It's $4.99. It's like 2 or 3 quid. having problems with that. So I've just had a lot of like connectivity disconnects in terms of that, which makes me very on edge about stuff. Need to go and get my repeat prescription. That's okay because that's all paid for and sorted. I don't have to worry about that. I've got to get some copies of some documents printed out. I've got to get copies of my passport done. So yeah, I'm just full tilt really. I mean, today is going to be nuts because I've literally got to work on Udemy all day. I can't stop today. I've got to be on it and get it done before it goes up on the 6th. Not the 5th, on the 6th. So I've got the morning of the 6th as well. So even if I work all Friday afternoon, because I'm going to credit union in the morning, and I'll probably do some more work in the morning. It depends how tomorrow night goes, because I finish work at 3 and then straight back into Udemy stuff from like 4 until like 12 o'clock at night. I think I can get it done, but it's last minute, and I hate being last minute, but it always happens to me that I always have to get stuff done last minute. I've really got to change that. I've put that into the Udemy course actually about organising your time, trying to inspire other people to organise their time better when I don't do my organising myself. But I found kind of my self-hack, and I kind of explain that in my Udemy courses, finding your, how much time do you really have, when are you most productive, and breaking down the workflow and building in the resilience. That's the core key one for me. If I have life stuff that comes along, which we all do, bills and stuff, and panic, I've got to do this, or my boyfriend's doing that, or my girlfriend's doing this, or like the family wants to get together and it's right in the middle of a contract or right in the middle of a piece of work. How do you accommodate for that? How do you accommodate for the client? You can't go back to the client and say, I've got a thing. You've got to adapt. So being a freelancer is incredibly hard, and then build on top of that I'm a freelancer using cellular to connect to the net, using your iPad to tether, having to move my iPad from one side of the space to the other space just to get a connection, making sure that the upstream is all right compared to the downstream, and having it drop from 4G to 3G and losing connection altogether. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Like, these are the reasons why people don't do it. It's because they don't want the stress. They don't want the pain of it. I kind of don't want the pain of it, but I kind of like adapting to it and optimizing it and finding better ways. I feel that feeds back as a brand advocate into stuff. We kind of miss a subsection of society out when we advance technology on. I met a homeless guy who had a job lined up in Leicester, couldn't get to the job, needed to get a train, went to the job centre. Job centre said, yeah, no problem, we can give you some emergency money. He didn't have a bank account to pay him because he didn't have a fixed address. And then when he got some money off the job centre, they gave it to him in cash. He got the ticket, everything was fine, got to Leicester, did the job, and then the job couldn't pay him cash. He needed to have be paid with backs. They no longer did checks. So we're leaving, we might be advancing a certain subset of people who are getting forward, who have the resources, are in the right place. But if you're in the wrong place with the wrong communication at the wrong time, you're off the grid, you're out of there, you've got no way to survive, you're on the streets. Like, literally, it's as easy as that. It's cut and shut, like, as easy as that. And I think it's gonna get more and more intense for people who live digitally nomadic, like who people travel around from one place to another, having access to the system in terms of getting funding. And I think that's why BitTorrent and cryptocurrencies are so surprising and kind of empowering at the same time. The whole idea of the barter economy, of the value, really interests me, but I have not had time to even dig deep enough into that yet. I really should, but my experience of using Bitcoin and Bitcoin miners was kind of marred, so I've kind of moved on from that. It didn't really work out, which was a shame, because it had real potential. All right, coming up to 15 minutes. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to go and get my prescription. I'm going to go sort out loads of other stuff. And then I'm going to come back at 12 o'clock, 12 till 10, 10 hours, 5 sprints, 2 hours. Oh my God, am I on it today or what? I will catch up with you later. Take care. Have a great day.